Now, could we be seeing yet another nail being driven into the coffin of fossil fuels? The UK says it will end the sale of new petrol and diesel vehicles starting in 2040. Earlier this month, France said it too would ban cars with internal combustion engines by the same date. They aim to drastically reduce air pollution. The decision is expected to benefit the sale of electric vehicles, which currently account for less than 5% of new car registrations in Britain. German automaker BMW, meanwhile, says it will build its new all-electric Mini in the British city of Oxford starting in 2019. But this vision of a cleaner automotive future is being proposed just as German auto giants are facing yet another scandal, or a potential crisis, I should say, involving Volkswagen and Daimler. They have been holding emergency meetings to discuss allegations that they colluded for decades to evade emissions regulations. Ira Spitzer has more from Berlin.
Allegations of a German auto cartel are threatening to slow down the country's mighty car industry. According to media reports, the country's top 5 car makers may have illegally colluded over technology and other practices since the 1990s. Their discussions may have paved the way for Volkswagen's massive diesel emissions scandal, which was exposed 2 years ago.
This would mean that it's a cartel that not only sought to circumvent the market economy, but also one that deliberately accepted the health damages that were inflicted.
Germany is the world's biggest car exporter and employs almost 800,000 people in the auto sector, which is now threatened by the EU investigation.
It is now up to the cartel authorities to pursue indications in this direction, to clarify the facts, and in the end, to make the necessary decisions. Of course, the auto industry is important for Germany.
The automakers could face fines of up to 10% of their annual revenue, which would amount to tens of billions of dollars. However, some experts are wary of the power the industry has, even at a European level.
The fact that this feeling of being able to act with impunity has developed is an indication that the auto industry is too closely intertwined with politics and the federal government.
BMW has denied the collusion allegations. Porsche and Audi, both owned by Volkswagen, are also implicated in the cartel along with Daimler.
And Ira joins us now from Berlin. Ira, great to have you on Money Talks, as always. So far, only BMW has unequivocally said that it's denied these allegations of collusion. VW and Daimler so far have not been as unequivocal. Why is that?
Well, what we've learned from the German media's reporting on this issue over the past week or so is that both Volkswagen, Germany's largest car company, as well as Daimler, may already have self-reported some of this collusion to German antitrust authorities. Now, that is unconfirmed, but that is what we are hearing. And the reason why they may have done this is by self-reporting. The first person to do so would have their fines, could actually avoid paying a fine altogether because they are reporting on the existence of this cartel, this anti-competitive practice. And in addition, another company who might provide useful information about the cartel to the authorities could also have their fine reduced significantly. So there is some speculation that Daimler and Volkswagen have not unequivocally denied this because, in fact, they may have already admitted this to authorities. But this is a long process. There is, as we understand it, not even a formal investigation at the EU level yet, although authorities have said they are looking into it. So we're not sure exactly how long this might take, but very serious allegations for an industry that was already under immense pressure here in Germany.
And of course, this doesn't really look very good. I mean, even if it is ultimately proven that there wasn't any collusion, but it still doesn't look very good for these car companies. And how is that going to affect their other markets, other important export markets like the US?
Right. Well, these collusion allegations could certainly spread to other places, such as the United States. And you'll remember that the United States is where Volkswagen had the biggest of its problems and also the first of its problems with that massive diesel emissions scandal. So the division in the United States that actually would look into collusion allegations is a slightly different one than Volkswagen has been working with so far over there. So it remains to be seen whether these problems, if they are confirmed here in Europe, whether those could spread to other markets. But as you mentioned there, it's not only the financial damage that these companies could incur, which could be significant. It's also the tremendous public relations hit that the car makers could take here, where the allegations of collusion, and that collusion also having this negative effect on the environment. It's really not something really kind of goes against all of the marketing or kind of the message that these car makers are trying to get out there. And suddenly, just after they'd maybe put Dieselgate behind them, we have these potentially even more serious allegations of the companies colluding to perhaps fix emissions.
Ira Spitzer in Berlin, thank you ever so much.